I'm really excited to hear what you guys thought about Dr. Joe Dispenza's Becoming Supernatural. I mean, there was just so much to unpack and so much to take away. There's so many different layers. Let's start with Caleb. What was your biggest takeaway? And I'll mute myself and turn this down.
Yeah, man. First off, I just think it's crazy how personally I'm hearing this at such a young age, but also to the fact that our kids, our generations after us, are going to be hearing the same message even younger than we are. So it's really going to blow my mind to see what they do in the future. But really just the whole uh the meditation he went over in the chapter prior to this new chapter was another advanced meditation form, you know like I've previously talked about, with the placebo effect book. We Once you have finished that, I feel like these meditations are going to be way easier to come by, way easier to do. And I truly believe that after I finish that book and then I go back into all of the notes I have on this book, I think that I'm truly going to be able to manifest anything I want right in front of me faster than most people can, just because of the fact that, we're going over this. But what's knowledge without application? You have to apply knowledge. Knowledge isn't power unless the knowledge is applied. So we have to apply the knowledge we are learning through these meditations, through the information he's talking to us about. And then I think we will all be able to create our own reality at will.
Love it. And so true. And so true. I mean, I came to just just talking about the idea of the first book, right? You Are the Placebo. And I think that we're going to listen to that as like book 2 or 3. We're going to go in the Star Wars trilogy, right? Or whatever they call that, the Star Wars series, where they go from backwards and then they move all the way from the beginning. But You Are the Placebo. Phil and I were talking about manifestation like a couple years ago, and I was telling him, dude, purchase some sugar pills and see if you can make your body feel a specific way just from taking a pill that's empty, and you become your own placebo study. Like, it's such an interesting concept. And now we're hearing science talk about placebos. And here's the thing, they're putting placebos in some of these COVID-19 injection vaccinations just to see how our body will respond to being told that we got the vaccine. Crazy, mind blowing shit, dude. Mind blowing shit. But we'll move on, dude, because I know we only got so much time. Chris Cruz, man, Chris Cruz. What was your biggest takeaway? And if Chris Cruz isn't there, that's fine. We'll go to Shaquille. Shaquille, can you talk?
Yeah, I can talk.
Boom, love it, love it, love it. I know you got in kind of late, but you heard the real meats and potatoes of it. What was your biggest takeaway?
When he was just talking about images, man, and having that image in your mind, that's what's important. It's not about what you think, who you think people want to see, or what you think the person you're supposed to be that's supposed to live up to society standards. No, you're supposed to walk in the image that you want to be, because that's what matters. So that's what really stuck out to me the most.
Love it, love it, love it. Making yourself happy, making yourself feel fulfilled, making yourself feel at peace. And only then, when you feel it internally, can you give it externally. So powerful, so powerful. Thank you, Shaquille. We'll go to Kelly. Kelly, what was your biggest takeaway?
Having the mental control to think greater than how you feel. And of course, he went into why it's important when it comes down to like the biochemical reactions that are happening in your body. But just like reminding us how important it is to have the mental strength to push past those poor feelings that you have and not allowing those reflexive emotions and those reactions and those unconscious habits and behaviors to become like yourself, and recognizing it and just thinking above it.
Yeah. Yeah. So powerful, being able to control how we feel internally and not being controlled by external circumstances. Way easier said than done, but if you look at what a lot of the gurus nowadays say, when you look at even the really successful people, they're just so demanding as to what they wanted out of life. If we looked and saw what Steve Jobs was pitching for and how uncompromised he was about that vision, we would realize that's what created Apple. He was so uncompromised by his own vision, by his own goals. And so now it made manifest in the world. Beautiful, crazy, but beautiful. Will, I'm excited to hear what you have to say, bro, because we just went over some heat, bro. That phone call that we had, bro, that brings Bloomble
100 million netted by Christmas. Call me Santa. 100 million
Sheesh,
netted
bro.
by Christmas. Call me Santa.
Sheesh, bro. Come on, man. What was your biggest takeaway though, from Dr. Joe Dispenza?
What left me very empowered was a statement where he said, you cannot achieve this through, and this being the blessing of the energy centers and by result, the attraction and manifestation of what you desire. He said, you cannot achieve this through hoping, wishing, wanting, and trying. He said, it is only achieved through the subconscious mind rather than the conscious. And I think that's huge. I think there's a huge movement going on that damn near, I mean, the mental development revolution has been going on for ages. Obviously the pharaohs knew about it, but I feel like in the past 5-10 years, it's gotten really trendy. And I think that's because a lot of people hope and wish and want and try to become aligned with these things, but only when you realize that it's literally only possible through your subconscious thoughts and your subconscious mind and your subconscious routine. That's how it's achievable. And I think that's it shows that, you know, you're responsible and in control of blessing these energy centers. And like I said, as a result, you know, manifesting your desires.
Boom. Boom. Love it. Thank you for sharing, Will Cameron. I appreciate you, man. We'll go to Josh Ruber, bro. Josh Ruber, looks like you had an amazing time, abundant time, overflow time, baby. Yo.
I'm a bit on the struggle bus today, but I'm getting by. I lost my voice too.
Nash Vegas, baby.
Yo, change that confession, bro. You're never on the.
No, honestly, dude, it was amazing because I was surrounded by nothing but good vibes. It was amazing out there.
Good.
Dude, it's just it's great to see a bunch of people act so positive in one area. That's what was really cool. The whole place.
Love it.
But honestly, dude, this book, oh my gosh, where do I even start? Dude, just situations, different, you know, scenery, everything like that. It's crazy how powerful that is to, you know, literally keep in your mind, keep you in that emotion for, you know, decades, like he was talking about, like how, like, you know, like, let's say, like, you know, divorce, all right? Like it's not a good thing, but it literally fucks up the whole family because it haunts them for the rest of their lives almost because they let it. You know what I mean? Therefore, like the kids, they have problems, I guess you could say. They have trust issues, you know? And trust issues, I feel like it's just insane what happens with emotions. And when we're put into those kind of situations, how we just let them eat off of us. Like I said, man, I was surrounded by nothing but good vibes this weekend. I can't even tell you there was a bad moment at all. And like, I haven't had a bad moment since I've been to Colorado, to be honest, because I've been surrounded by not only you guys, but I put myself in a situation where I told myself I'm never going to be mad again. I'm never going to be sad again. And it hasn't happened at all because I won't allow it. But why would I when I have all this abundance around us? You know what I mean? So it's just amazing. It's a beautiful life. What we can do with it. That's all I got to say.
Love it, dude. Pro-choice, man. I 100% believe that everything in life is a choice. and we are no longer creatures of circumstance, but instead we're captains of our own ship. We're in control. How beautiful is it, right?
It's beautiful.
So beautiful. It's so
What a
amazing.
life.
And I appreciate you for sharing, brother. I know a lot of people took something away from that. But we'll go to Phil Wallace. Phil Wallace, bro. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What was your
Good,
biggest takeaway?
my takeaway was when he said that gratitude. Well, let me see what he said. He said gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership, and I just love that whole being on that wavelength, like they talked about last week, being dialed in, not the FM or the AM station, but making yourself available for abundance to like bless your life, right? And so much of life happens that distracts you, whether it's just frustrating through a deal, frustration through life, things that make you angry, whatever, but does not align with the direction or the frequency of the life that we want. So just making sure that thing doesn't throw you off your game long enough, and you stay in a position where it's love, abundance, appreciation, and gratitude, so that you're dialed into the life that you're looking for, not just one that you're temporarily going through.
I love it, dude. I appreciate you for sharing. And I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, but I wanted to end with this. They said that by the time you're in your mid-30s, if you keep thinking, acting, and feeling the same way without changing anything about yourself, the majority of who you are becomes a memorized set of automatic thoughts, reflexive emotional reactions, unconscious habits and behaviors, subconscious beliefs and perceptions, and routine familiar attitudes. In fact, 95% of who we are as adults is so habituated through repetition that the body has been programmed to be the mind. And the body, not the conscious mind, is running the show. That means only 5% of who we are is conscious, and the remaining 95% is subconscious body-mind program. Bro, the fact that he just wrote that out and he was like so concise about it and he understands it from just a very humanistic level, like it's not robotic. It's like, yo, you have to change immediately. Otherwise, you will be stuck in a routine and a rut that will keep you where you are. Dude, he just put in a call to action that was so subtle. He allowed us to understand, if I don't make a change today, right? Because Ed and Andy, they're always talking about the 30, 60, 90-day rule. If we don't make a change today, we can't even anticipate that there will be a change in 30 days, that there will be a change in 60 days, that there will be a change in 90 days. We attract what we are. So if we're not constantly changing, then we're just going to be attracting more of the same. And so when we go out to network, we're going to network with the wrong people. How beautiful is it that we've created a habit of change, something that wasn't habitual for the longest time, a habit in which we get together, read a book, and grow together foundationally. How incredible is it that somebody at the age of 19, 20, 21 years old is learning this information and being able to regurgitate it and really use it in an application of his life. That like, I don't know who I was talking to earlier today. I think it was Neurov. I was like, bro, dude, I think you understand, like, from the financial side that this is $100 billion baby. But like, what you don't understand is the amount of impact we're about to make just from the movement that we've created. Like that's something that like would totally astonish me, because I haven't really thought of it. But the more that I spend time with everybody, and the more time that we spend together going over information like this, it's just like, bro, this is generational. This might indeed shift the planet on its axis. We're world changers, kingmakers. It's not about money. It's about impact, right? How many people can we impact? How much peace can we put into the earth, into the world, right? It's so powerful. I'm so grateful to have each and every one of you guys here to go over things like this, to learn, to understand, to articulate and comprehend, to regurgitate, to apply. It's so powerful. And I'm really, really, really excited for what's to come for each and every one of our lives. I really am. But if there's nothing else, does anybody else have anything that they want to go over before we go our separate ways?
Can I say one thing real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, guys. We watched a video the other day, and I don't remember if it was TD Jakes or Ivy Hilliard, but they said, stop saying one day and let your day one be now. Let today be day one. Let today be day one of change, not one day. So I just wanted to end it off with that message, guys. Let's not be saying one day, let's say today.